Hey everyone, welcome back. Have you ever wanted to make something but didn't know if it was going to work out or not? That's what I'm going to try today. I have some Craftor resin here. I've also mixed in the white chrome powder from Let's Resin. So what we're going to do is pour this on the bottom. And I'm going to spray some alcohol because I just want a bottom layer. And hopefully that will prevent some bubbles. So let's get this in here. I'm gonna get my little stir stick so I can get all the resin out of the cup. But I'll turn on the G3 curing machine, let this cure, and then we'll come back for the next step. And I hope this works because in my mind, it works. Now, is it gonna work in the resin? I don't know, I hope so. Make sure there's nothing in there, and then I'll put the G3 lid on this, and of course, I see a little tiny something. I'll torch off them bubbles in a second. Blow off that alcohol first because remember when I sprayed that alcohol in there? Okay guys, I'm gonna clean this up, cover it up. And come back and do more to it in 2 hours. See you then. Okay, now for the next step. I want to use this beautiful Decoupage rice paper I got from decoupagenapkins.com. Isn't that beautiful? My friend Jody's gonna love that. She is Australian and I wanted to make this so she'd get a smile on her face. I can't send it to her because it costs an arm and a leg to get this to her in Australia, but I at least wanted her to see it. So, what I want to do is I want to try to get out all 3 separate sections, put them in different layers. So, let's try and see what we can do. I don't know if I can, and I don't even know if it will look good. You know what I mean? But I am going to put some Mod Podge on this. I need to try to decide where I want to Mod Podge this at. First, I'm going to try to get this out of here. So I sprayed with water everywhere I wanted to rip it at. Here. Okay, I'm gonna set this out of the way. Continue ripping this one because you don't want the straight corners up there at the top. Aw, isn't that darn cute? Aw, I love it. You know, I think I might, let's picture this. If I had that one over to the side. And then say I had another layer on there. If I then come back higher and then did a little tiny decoupage of that one. Yep, I think that's what I'm doing. We'll get this out. Put Mod Podge right here. Okay, here's my sheet of plastic. We're gonna put that on there upside down. We're gonna spray it really well. I'm gonna get Mod Podge on here. Get that on there. But the reason you put it on the plastic so you can smooth it out really well. So that's a good reason to put it on plastic. So when you're ready, you can just place it down in there. And smooth it on. Nice. Sweet. Oh, I almost messed up right there. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now when this dries, I'm gonna do another layer of the Mod Podge just to seal it. So I'll let that dry and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, I've got the G3 going, but not because I'm curing it. You know, I've already cured it. I've put the rice paper on it. I've done the fine line crackle varnish, step 1. I did the fine line crackle varnish, step 2. You know, I have different videos using this. I really love the crackle effect so much. But I am using the G3 curing machine to make the cracks. So it's working perfectly. They look so beautiful. If you don't have a dryer or a heat gun or whatever, and you do have a G3, you know, after you get the step 2 done, turn it on. I set it for 30 minutes, high power, and let it do its thing. It's doing cracks on its own, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, everyone. There's the cracks. Love them. Now, I did have some white antique, where'd it go? White antique paste I used on the dark, only because I couldn't find my PBO gilding wax. I mean, I've been searching for it, but I found it, thank goodness. So, I'm gonna put some of this definitely on the outside. I'll probably just rub it on with a paper towel. I forget that every time. Okay. Dip that in there a little bit. Sorry if my camera's shaking. Might go over this as well a little bit. It's kind of hard to do this in the mold, but you know, I'm only putting clear over it, so even if it did go down in the crack, I'm just totally fine. I can use some of my patina, the liquid patina, because it does actually help wipe up some of that gilding wax. But I covered up that white, but you know, you could keep whatever color you want. Very cool though. I can put a top coat of varnish on it, or some more Mod Podge, you know. And I might just use the Mod Podge since that's what I've been using. I'm just gonna paint this on with my finger. I might stick some, yeah, I'm going to. Hold on, because I'm gonna stick some stuff to this. Some little gears I have. Hopefully I didn't ruin it by putting the Mod Podge on it, and hopefully some of these will stay put. Yeah. Fun projects, you know, you can make whatever your mind comes up with. Oopsie. Let's put this over here. Put a nice silver one right here. Sweet. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Put one up on his hat, maybe. I'll put this one up here on his hat. I mean, it already had some on there, but why not? I'm gonna turn the curing machine on again. Hopefully this will dry all nice and clear. And then I'll try and do another layer. See you soon. Okay guys, so what I did, I was gonna do some more of the decoupage little cutouts, but they just didn't fit in there right. I did a layer of deep pour, put in a few more cogs, let that cure. I've mixed up another 450 grams of deep pour. Yes, it has bubbles, but they will dissipate. But we're gonna go ahead and get this in here. And then I can add some more of the cogs. Probably could have mixed up a little bit more to fill it to the top, but this is just fine for me. Just enough. Let's add in some more cogs, then we can torch this. Use a little toothpick to move them around. But this will be really cool setting up on a counter or whatever, you know. Now I did notice some bubbles against the side down here. Right there. So I'm hoping I could put these down in the corner, kind of hide those. Drop a cog right in the middle of that. Sweet. I think that looks awesome. I didn't put this in the vacuum chamber. It's deep pour, so you know, you just keep checking on it and you can torch off all the bubbles. But this is the Craftor deep pour. Works really, really well. All that 3D got going on. Sweet. I'll be able to hold this up so you guys can see it when this is all cured. But pretty cool. Okay, that bubble I missed, I'll do a tiny cog over it. Right near his hat. Right near that other cog. So that's where that's going. Okay. I think I'm happy with that now. Sweet. All right, we'll demold it next time I see you. Bye, guys. All right, guys. I've done some more Crackle. I did it on the sides. I didn't do it on the bottom. That's the very bottom. But I did it on the sides and the top. And to fill these, all I did, since I'm finished with this piece, I'm not going to do anything else with it. I just used some silver gray from Sig Wong. It's what I had laying around, and it was laying over there open, and I don't know why. I don't have very much of it left, as you can tell. But I'm also going to put some on the front because I didn't need all the bronzing and all the everything on here. But this will fill those lines subtly. And I can wipe it off. But it'll give it a cracked look. Hopefully I'll be able to see through it. Let me rub this in really well. And wipe this off. Nice. Aren't those cracks awesome? There we go. Really cool 3D piece. There's cracks everywhere. You can wipe off all your extra because it stays down in there. But isn't that so cool? I mean, it's like something, it's like the outside got shattered. Like the glass got shattered on it. And then all the little pieces in there are suspended in the resin. You can see the double layers. And you can see my lines between the layers. But that's okay. I still think it looks fabulous. I think it looks so cool. Isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna take off my glove. But yeah. Super fun, super easy. Anyone can do this one. You know, even if you're still afraid to do a bloom, and I don't think you should be. There's so many videos out there that show the easiest way to do it and exactly what to use. And those are the videos I like to see. I like to see videos where they tell you exactly what they're using because, you know, that's what a tutorial is about. Sharing what you know so other people can learn as well. I also wanted to say, if you are a beginning channel or a smaller channel, don't get discouraged. You know, you might not think anyone's watching your videos and you might just be really, really down about it, but just keep going. Whether you're just gonna do it for yourself, someone might notice you and start watching, and that's just what changes everything. So keep trying, keep working at it. And I hope you guys have a super extraordinary day. Isn't that cool? I love it. I think it's extraordinary. It's going to be so cool sitting on the counter. All right, guys. I will see you later. Bye.